Greetings, wonderful viewers, wherever you are. Of course, that are following Atlantic TV right here. Once again, my name is Bakary Manneh, the host of this program, aka BigSam. But before then, just to tell you that this is Atlantic TV, the home of TV revolution. We are located in the little smiling coast of West Africa, the Gambia, as always a slogan. And our studios, you can never miss it. It is on the west coast region side of Gambia, Farato, Combo South, on the highway next to the Farato Mosque. You will never miss this. And of course, follow us on all our Facebook handles and our social media handles. We're here for you. Welcome to the very program that you love most, and that is sports. And this is called Sports 360 Live. That comes here on Atlantic TV. Well, today, as always, we are going to what we love most, and that is all about football, which is much over, the most watched football, or let's say sports, across the globe. Well, welcome to, once again, Sports 360 Live here on Atlantic TV. And it's BigSam, the host. My guest today is a household name when you come talk about sports and football in general in the Gambia. And the guest is Bakary Bojang, of course, the president of the West Coast Regional Zonal Football Championship. And also, he is the president of the West Coast Region Football Association. And of course, again, at Combo South District. Well, we'll be talking more about with him on this program. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, my wonderful viewers, I welcome my guest, Bakary. Toma, welcome to, that's the hand for you. Let's take hand. That's the hand for you. Welcome to Sports 360 Live, Bakary.
Thank you very much, BigSam, for inviting me to this very important program. And I'm really pleased to be here to be part of this session until we're going to stop the program. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you, and that is once again Presi, West Coast Region Zonal Championship and the West Coast WCRFA. Today we'll be delving into about 2 to 3 topics. First, we'll be talking about the West Coast Region Football Association, and in fact to congratulate him for another term in office with the executive and the West Coast Region 3rd Division, how it is. And the main topic of the day is the kickstart of the West Coast Region Zonal Championship, dubbed as West Coast Super Navetan, that kick-started last Sunday, the 2nd of November 2025. What a wonderful one. It got a lot of surprises, and it's getting bigger and of course better every time that we are there. So these are the topic that we want to do. But traditionally, Bakary, we make a drone, Janim Beduna program, and guess all in Sebula, content, okay? Lamalani Malu, West Coast, and people that you are hearing. Before we start, you're welcome.
No problem, thank you.
Good. You can say hi to the people that you work in. Greet them.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum, people of the studio and people outside down there. This is a greeting from me to all of you for being there, listening to the program, following the Atlanta TV. It is very important for us to come together and develop football, as far as it is the most famous sports discipline throughout in the world. Actually, I'm very much delighted to be here with BigSam to discuss things around football within our sub-region, which is West Coast region. As BigSam rightly mentioned, we are going to cover 3 topics here today, which are very key in West Coast region, the way our football, the dimension of football is taking. So I think I want to challenge all of you down there to follow this program keenly, and together we can develop our region as we want.
Thank you very much, Toma, and of course that is Mr. Bakary Bojang. Moving on, I first want to congratulate you at the AGM of West Coast Region Football Association. You are back again at the helm, and also the composition of the executive. I know my good friend Samba is also now part of it, and we have our own sport journalist who is that is Lamin Jara, aka he also is the PRO. Take us through to that AGM a little bit on that, and then once again, I know people trust you again, and I will give you another responsibility for another time, Mr. Abuja.
Yeah, thank you very much, BigSam. I fully remember I was here last year.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you made mention this West Coast Football Association coming election.
Exactly.
And my response to you is that, I'm not sure I'll go for campaign. I will not campaign.
Yeah.
Because my first coming to the office, I really went for campaign.
Okay.
For people to elect me to the office.
Okay.
Once I have that opportunity, it's left for me to manifest of what responsibility was given to me by the people. And that development, or that whatever happens within my 4 year in the town, in the office, that's manifest whether I should come back or not.
Or not, exactly.
That depends on how people are going to assess me.
Exactly.
So actually, to be very frank with you, there is no single club I spoke to. I know, no, not at all. I know all of them will be listening. They will be following this program. If I'm starting to be corrected if I'm wrong. But there's no single club who will say back and call me to say, I want you to vote for me. It's never happened. What I told them is, I have served you for 4 years. Choice is yours. Choice is yours. Whatever I did within these past 4 years, well, if that you feel that cannot bring me back, you decide. And I have never spoke to anybody, and that have manifested at the end of the day. I went unopposed.
Wow, and you said it here on this blog?
I said it here. The first time I went unopposed, the second time also I went unopposed. But I believe it's what I give to people. It's not what I did, but what I give to people.
Okay.
Because the expectation, that's what I believe. What people expect from me, that's what I give back to them. So at the end of the day, I don't need to go to them and talk to them. I want to come back. Sometimes we abuse politics.
Yeah.
When you come to politics, people think you go and make noise to people. That's not the case. If you are given opportunity for a position once, you shouldn't go back to people and talk to them again.
Your
work should speak for you.
Yeah.
That's my slogan. That's what I believe on, and that's my trend, and that's my strength also. I don't need to talk to anyone, and I will never talk to anybody, any other person in the region to elect me back to the office.
Because you've already proved yourself.
Yes, I have proved myself. So
your work spoke for you.
it's left to people to decide of my fate. So that brings me back to the office without opposed, but I make some changes in my executive.
Yes, that's what I want to.
Because the people I serve, for my first time, I make some one changes there.
Okay.
Who happened to be my second VP, Lamin Elesambu from Ramen.
Okay.
I changed him to Samba Keta from Sibano. For Blai Esso Sadio, I was working with him for my first term, and I also make some adjustment. But then my first time I don't have PRO.
Oh, okay.
So this second time I decided to have a PRO alongside.
Yes.
Yeah, so that happened to be Lamin Jara, which is a very famous name in West Coast of Gambia at large. So this is the composition of my executive, and these are the people who I'm working with from the last election to date. Yeah.
And how do you feel about the people of West Coast region again, and also the composition of the executive that you have?
Well, I'm very much comfortable with my executive. Very much comfortable. I have trust and confidence on them. They are more ready than me. And for people of West Coast region, nothing to tell them except to what I can only tell them is I owe them.
You owe them?
I owe them. That's the only word I have. I owe my people. And I should make sure I deliver to the higher ability of my strength to the people of West Coast region. Inshallah, God will. Yeah.
That's Bakary. Let's not forget, as the president of the West Coast Region Football Association, Regional Association, what is your job? Like I said, what is your day-to-day work as the head of the region?
Yeah, actually, as the president of the West Coast Regional Football Association, it is not an appointment.
Okay.
It's a political position.
Okay.
I'm elected to be responsible of the affairs of football within the region, and be a liaison officer between West Coast and the Gambia Football Federation.
Okay.
Because by virtue of my position, that gives me automatic seat at the GFF Executive Committee. So I am the one between the federation and the region. And I have 3 staffs under me who are responsible day-to-day running of the football within the region. So I am just guiding them technically, and admin officer is responsible for football development in the region. Yeah, I'm the admin officer who is responsible. And you have 2 arms who are technical advisors to him.
Awesome, fantastic. Well, once again, you're watching Atlantic TV Sport 360 Live with me, BigSam, alongside Matoma Bakary Bojang, the president of the West Coast Region Zonal Football Champions, and also RFA. Mr. Bojang, moving on, yes, you are again the president of the West Coast Region Zonal Championship, which start its 5th years, or let's say 5th edition, 5 years in a row, as the zonal kick started with the Super Cup final. We were on there on Sunday. The defending champions, that is Foni, who took this trophy twice in a row against the runners of Brufut, and Brufut happened to revenge this time with the Super Cup by defeating them 2-1. A little bit history on the West Coast Zonal Championship, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Big Sam. Big Sam, you know, West Coast Zonal, really, that's the purpose of it.
Okay.
This came in 2021. I was elected as the president of the RFA May 29, 2021.
Okay.
And when I was coming as the president, when I was giving my statement, my speak, when I was elected, what I told the people of West Coast Region is, one of the pillars I have, and one of the pillars I want to work on is to bring unity within the region. Because there is nothing you can achieve in the world in absence of unity. So, after my election, I was thinking of how to bring people together. Along the way when I was thinking this, I came across few people. People like Basiru Bajo, Lamin Kamara Dip, Victor Sambu, Buseti Gomez. These are the people I came across. And when I sell this idea to them, West Coast, our problem is unity. We need to come together. That is the only way we can move this region to another level. That's where this concept came into create our own zonal competition. That's where the discussion starts.
Yes.
So I being the RFA president responsible for football in the region, when we came together, they all advised me to take the lead as the president of football, because zonal competition is purely football. That's how I take the lead in the zonal category or zonal competition. So we start to do the communication, engage the zone presidents, we come together, discuss, put the strategies, how to approach it. And at the end of the day, we come to the agreement of now, this year we need to make a trial test for zonal competition. That was in 2021.
2021, yeah.
And in October, we start this zonal competition. When I communicate to the authorities, GFF, they say, my brother, do you think this is possible? I cannot do this. Because there's a national zonal competition. How can the regional do it? I say, well, West Coast, we are pace setters. We do always follow. So we want to make a trial test and see what's going to happen. But I believe at the end of the day, people will follow us too. And we start with 11 zones as far as GFF recognized centers are 11. We start with this 11 the first year. The more we go, when we start this, the more we go, the more this competition is expanded.
Expanded strongly.
The more we move, the more it's expanded.
It's expanded.
So at a time where I even ask myself, whoa, this is something I never think of it.
Yeah, it is.
And I can tell you one thing for free. My going unopposed in this 2025 election, build-up came from this zonal competition.
This zonal competition.
That's why the build-up came back. Because, you know, everybody come together. All the football fraternity of the region, we all speak in the same language. That's something I say off record.
Yeah.
There are other areas in the region where it's politically affected. In the West Coast, politically affected. But this zonal competition
come in,
bring us together.
and then destroy the barrier.
Destroy the barrier of the political barrier created during the impasse. So you see what football can do within the people.
Yeah.
Football can unite people within 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So I believe our zonal competition has helped West Coast to move to the right direction.
Okay, I think I can just add up there.
Okay.
Football can bring difference in a second. We saw Didier Drogba and the team in the war in the. But then you don't know what happened in your Super Cup. The volleyball, the Brufut cast. You know, there's a kind of stuff. You know, I know. But then after the trophy, you cannot recognize who is who. I saw that. I was sitting and I saw all that happen. So I want to say football is a very good to bring everything together. Yes, continue.
That's the reality, BigSam. Actually, so that's how the trend is moving. So our fourth edition.
Yes.
That was last year.
That was last year.
Where Fonyi win the trophy twice consecutively.
Exactly.
Last year, there are zones who want came in to participate, but it was very problem.
Okay.
So we decided, can we carry forward this next year? We look at it.
That is for you as AGM.
That was last year.
Yeah. Okay.
So this other AGM, people start to apply. I have 4 applications on my desk. 4 applications.
To be part of it.
To be part of this, to be recognized as a zone,
Okay.
to take part in the competition.
Okay.
But you know, if you want to expand, you cannot jump and go with higher number. You must, there must be process.
Exactly.
So what I told my people is, can we add 2
Okay.
for this year? And we look at it, whether against next year what's going to happen. So we added 2 zones from 11 to 13 zones.
And those are
That happened to be Tujeran zone and Kombosila zone. This Kombosila zone is very interesting.
Exactly.
Very, very interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think they're playing today their first game.
Kombosila is playing, they are hosting Lemon zone today in
Sifo. Okay.
In Sifo, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a very interesting
It's
story.
composition of which I know.
Composition of about 8 communities.
Ah.
Composition of 8. These 8 communities are Sifo, Novele, Pusurandi, Kasakunda, Bonsa, Sandali,
Okay.
Sinchawuri,
Okay.
and Kunkuja.
And Kunkuja.
These are 8 communities
Together to form
together to form Kombosila. So when they form this, when these 8 communities come together, they make what they suggest on their name is 8 community zone. I say that's not possible.
That's not a good name.
No, that's not a good
It
name.
doesn't add up.
I say go back. They went back, come back again with another name. 8 zone united. I say no. Go back. So they went back, they came again with another name. I say no. Can I suggest? Okay, yes. To be very frank, this outside records.
Yeah.
Because people say that I did this to undermine Gunjur zone. Development is not like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Once you are moving, you must affect
No, it's
all sectors.
that's a must. That's a must.
So when this recognition came in, there are a lot of talks around Bakary Bojang. Doing this. But my ambition is, I want to see West Coast is another level.
Yeah.
We need to move. And once we are moving, along the way we need to expand.
Yeah.
So that expansion, some will be affected along the way.
Yeah, that's how.
That's development.
That's development.
So this name Kombosila,
Okay.
I will not say me or I will not mention where the name came from.
Okay.
But somebody suggests Kombosila to them because it's household name in Ujur.
Okay.
And Kombosila is a traditional name
Okay.
because it's a history.
Okay.
The guy settled in Gunjur
Okay.
for some time. He passed away. So some people feel the Kombosila name is owned by Gunjur. But this Kombosila is a person.
Okay.
It's a person.
It's a person, yeah.
You understood? Like you, for instance, you, Bakary, if I name my child after you, you should be very proud.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, sure.
So if somebody name an area by the name Kombosila, I think whosoever claim Kombosila is yours, you should be
very proud of
But
it.
unfortunately, went other way around. But it's not bad.
But it's still Kombosila.
Yes, it's still Kombosila we have. And today, I understand 5 days ago, Kombosila, the Alcalos, the VDCs, the Councilo, they convite together. They convite together, have a meeting. I understand very well each Alcalo, there's a text which each Alcalo should contribute. VDC. That alone is something over $100,000 something $1,000 they are going to put together.
And together
At the beginning.
Yeah.
So under
what's also happened, I've never seen this from any other zone since we start 2021. Kombosila from the starting to get replica jazz. Kombosila ordered 250 replica jazz. Today. 250 replica jazz.
Wow.
This is what they order. It's never happened from any other zone
Since we started. Not even
so that can tell you where we are moving.
It's Adelaide.
Before we reach, maybe at the end of the competition, Kombosila may request over 500 replica jazz, which have never happened. So that can tell you, actually, West Coast we are moving. And we are moving in the right direction. So expanding our zones, I think, it's a good decision.
That's a good decision.
It's a good decision.
So we have 2 general commercial.
And by coming next year, we may get 15 or 16.
16, and that's going to be good.
Yeah. Because the 2 applications on the decks, and there's someone who called me and say, our application is coming. I say, well, let's wait until time arrives. So I'm expecting 3 applications coming next year.
Unless you want
I don't know what's going to happen.
Replica jersey, you know what that means? I mean, yeah, that is the fans or the officials will have to wear the same jersey that their team is going to wear. So that has never happened. So kudos once again to Commerce. I know I have my media people, Fatty, one of the leading TV hosts on the football is also there, and Mas, our very own Mas that do the education program here, part of Bakary. Something that have never happened this 5th edition. Okay. We've struggled for sponsorship 4 good years in the running. By the way, I am the head of the media for West Coast Region Zonal Championship. I'm head of all the media organization under my president. So that also is, no less Atlantic TV is the head of media in West Coast Region. So there you go. So that's the post to us, right? Okay, we've struggled for 4 years. And now, here comes what we all been waiting for. I remember one of my interviews with Peter Gomez on Sport 5. It was the 2nd or the 3rd edition before he told me, Sam, we've been talking 2 years. Still there's no sponsor for West Coast Region. Why? I told Peter, we visit them. He said, okay, I'll give you one slogan. I said, what is that, Peter? Peter told me, invest in West Coast Region or get out. He said, if you have your business in West Coast Region, if you don't invest, get out of West Coast Region. But finally, here we are in the 5th edition, our very own municipality, or we say our very own council, BigSam Area Council, in the leadership of Honorable Yankuba, have come with a whopping $500,000 with a judge to all the 13 teams with a football, 2 football, and a football pump. Mr. President, is the prayers answered, or what do you have for that? I know you're very...
The prayers answered. BigSam, last year, I have discussion with the area council chairman, the Honorable Yankuba, on 3 different points.
Okay.
Yankuba supported the West Coast Zone last year, $100,000.
Yeah, yes.
Yankuba also supported the West Coast Football Association, $300,000. This was last year. And what Yankuba told me last year, he go by his words. That's one of the quality of a leader. What Yankuba told me last year is, Mr. President, next year we take ownership of West Coast Zonals. He told me this. I just listening to the statement. I take it, but I just put it aside.
Yeah.
Because some of the leaders will promise and fail.
Yeah.
Because I was following the council since I came to West Coast Football in 2013.
Okay.
The only time I can tell you, I remember we realized getting money from the council. The only amount I can remember was $20,000.
Wow.
For the first time, West Coast realized money from the council, 100,000, 300,000 was Yankuba's time. And this is last year.
This year, boom.
And he promised, I will take ownership.
Okay.
Council will take ownership
Of this.
regional football because it's regional character.
Yeah.
And this is how we see ourselves in this year. When this man, he was outside the country.
It was in UK.
On leave. I communicate with him. Well, this is what is happening, and we are in preparation for our zonal competition. We have to do it. He said, Mr. Bakary, prepare a budget, submit it until I arrive.
Wow.
This man arrived on Saturday. He went to the office on Monday.
Okay.
I met him on Wednesday. Just think somebody who's away for 1 month.
Yep.
You see how you know how busy the council is.
And
1 month away. He reported on Monday. He booked me on Wednesday. I have almost 2 hours with him in his office. With all the pressure on him. 2 hours we are discussing. And to be very frank, I submitted $516,000 in budget. He approved straight.
right away and right there.
Straight.
Congratulations, Mr. Honorable Chairman Yankuba.
So I'm very proud and I'm free. I can say it any platform.
Yeah.
Yankuba is one of the best leaders as far as I'm concerned.
You're concerned. No, as far as the region is concerned.
Yankuba, he's coming, helping the other regions. I'm seeing papers saying I'll do this or I do this.
They're popping up.
So thank you, Yankuba Dabu.
Thank you. And the
Other regions I enjoy.
I enjoy.
I hope that continue countrywide.
Obviously, yes.
Countrywide, yeah.
We don't have much time, but any information you think regarding the show? I know matches, meanwhile, the West Coast Zonal Championship kick off with the Super Cup final on Sunday, the 2nd November. The defending champions, Fonyi, were defeated by Brufut, the runners of last year, by 2-1. So Brufut are the Super Cup champion. But remember still, Fonyi is the defending champion. That's only a Super Cup, right? Fonyi are still the defending champion. Matches started yesterday. Fonyi host Central 2, and Fonyi defeated Central 2 by 1-0. And the same day yesterday, that is Costa also hosted Tujeren Zone their first time, and Tujeren defeated Costa in their own backyard by 1-0. Matches continues today at the Brikama Mini Stadium. The Sateba boys, Brikama will host Fabi, that is they are hosting us. Farado Busumala, so they are hosting us today. I'm going to be at the game today. And also, the second game of today is the newcomers, Kombosilla will host Laming Zone at Sifo, which is their home ground. Meanwhile, Bakary, anything on before we go on West Coast Zonal Champion that you think I don't ask you and you want to?
Yeah, as what I mentioned, the competition itself started yesterday, where Central 2 lost to Fonyi and Costa lost to Tujere.
Okay.
But I think that will be surprise in this year competition.
So,
because the way we know Fonyi and the way Fonyi is in this year competition, there's a very big gap.
it's a very big difference.
Yes, Fonyi could be seriously affected by Sibaro United taking a position of withdrawing all their players
Oh my.
from Fonyi zonal team. So this one is affecting Fonyi. Fonyi, definitely they are building a team now. All those players who are involved this year are all young players. None of them take part
In last year. So it's like Amadou Tama is giving a brand new team.
Brand new team.
Different from the one that.
So he's building a new team.
Okay.
So the expectations should be very, very minimized on that. If not, that can create catastrophe on the team.
On the team.
Yes, because of the strength they have, I think that's not powerful than before.
Than before.
Yeah, the people of Fonyi should understand that.
Yeah.
That building a new team
Yeah, takes a while.
takes a while. Yeah. So they shouldn't be very much eager to see the results. That difference will come. But also the most underdog team where everybody say they are not creating any impact. That's a Sateba. Brikama.
And they've never won this trophy.
Brikama, they have never played a final. Only they won twice Super Cup.
Super Cup, yeah.
So if you look at the Brikama competition, there is no competition in the region like Brikama.
Yeah.
But when you come to the regional competition, Brikama, they are always
They're not
lacking behind. So you can only ask yourself, why? How comes? But the way I'm saying things this year, that could be different in that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm starting to be corrected.
Yeah.
But the team I saw during those test games,
Yeah.
if they are going to continue on that the same trend,
Yeah.
They can cost any team in this competition. They can cost any team in this competition. The team I saw, they can cost any team in this competition. But there are other teams I don't see them. But let's see what's going to happen at the end of the day. But I hope and pray there's a competition.
There's a competition.
Yes, because what we the administrators, we don't believe BigSam should be winning trophies consecutively.
You want
that tells you that there's no competition.
Yeah, obviously.
So my interest is I want to see competition. So it should be up and down, as we go.
As we go.
So I pray all of them become champion.
Thank you.
All the 13 teams become champion.
Thank you.
That's my prayers.
Thank you. We might not talk, we don't have much time, we might not talk about our third program, which is Gambian football, but I'm going to save that for another day. But finally from you, because the time, we definitely exhaust the time. Finally from you, what's the final word?
Yeah, the final, what I want to put across to the entire members of the or citizens of West Coast region. The zonal competition has a purpose, has target. Our target is to bring people together, to build up unity, and to create fund, plow back to those zone centers to support them and upgrade those football pitch or football grounds they have across the region. So, and really, in football is something, once groups are together, we have different agendas. And what I want to appeal to the general public is, football, there's no hooliganism in football. Let's all try to exercise discipline and tolerance. One way or the other, we may see things we don't like. But I want to appeal to everybody. Let's not put law into our hearts. You know, whatever problem you encounter, whatever problem you came across, you have your pen, you have your pen. Than confrontations. We need to see ourselves as securities. Let's not rely to have these PIU officers as securities. I, for one, personally, I want to discourage that. Ourselves, we are security. We can secure ourselves. The referee, your fourth security is your vision. Before you think of PIU officer, your PIU officer is your vision. Organizers, before you think of security, your security is you need to be very straightforward. You need to be very neutral. We take decisions in a very rightful manner. You have two things in the administration: that's the rules and regulations and the constitution. When it comes to competition, it's governed by the rules and regulations. Whatever you do, definitely put yourself within that circle. That's the regulation. Once you go by the regulation, take decisions without fear or favor. You have no problem. Anybody, if you know Bakary Bojang, everybody will say he's not good, he's wicked. I'm good, and I'll be always wicked. Because whenever I'm taking decision, I don't look at BigSam. I look at the book, what the book say, that what dictates. Favor you, don't favor you, for me I don't care. I always do what is right, and I'm good to go. So as administrators, as fans, we should all compose ourselves to support football, to support our players. Let's follow ambience. Football is all about ambience. Anything about violence, we need to do away from that. Because we play this purely community football. And community football, really, we need to exercise higher discipline. If not, we're going to fall ourselves in trouble.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you so much for acting. The last word were very, very key in what we're doing. No favor, no ill manner, follow what the rules and regulations said. And then this is community football. The agenda is for us to gel together, to get something for the zones. And also, I mean, let's try to circulate and let's try to make it. And we see, and West Coast is a pace setter, like he said, everybody's coming board. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Bakary Bojang. Like I said, that ends the Sport 360 today. Once again, with me, myself, Bakary Manneh, BigSam, and of course, my Toma, Bakary Bojang, the president of West Coast Region Football Association. Big thanks to the studio camera assistant, yeah, my favorite cameraman, Edwin Wabaji, Kumbisla class at the control, and the one and only Liga Matar. Thank you so much for being there, wonderful viewers. We'll be back again with more interesting show. On that note, from me, BigSam, keep on sporting.